Lead me, guide me along the way. Jah, if you lead me, I will not stray. God, let me walk each day with you. Lead me, oh Yah, lead me. Hallelujah. Well, lead me and guide me along the way. Well, Yah, if you lead me, I will not stray. God, let me walk each day with thee. Lead me, oh Yah, lead me. Lead me and guide me along the way. Well, Yah, if you lead me, I will not stray. Well, Yah, let me walk each day with you. Lead me, oh Yah, lead me. Well, lead me, oh Yah, lead me. Hallelujah, praise the Most High today. Lead me and guide me along the way. Because Yah, if you lead me, I won't stray. Hallelujah. Praise the Most High today, family. It is an absolutely gorgeous day here in the Carolinas. It's been nice all day. Then it wants to rain on as soon as I get out. But I say praise the Most High, we'll take it. I like the rain. I sure do. I do hope everyone is well today, and like myself, you're able to get out and enjoy it. Getting in some fresh air, some sunshine, and the Most High willing some good exercise. I keep thinking I have lint in my beard, but it's lint of another kind. It's gray hair. But we'll take that too. It comes with the territory, don't it? Hallelujah. Yes, indeed. We hope everyone is well today. I hope you have favorable weather in your neck of the woods so you can get out and enjoy it. And pardon the extra noise with the air conditioning. It's hot out here. It's muggy. We're just going to work with it. But I have an idea the Most High woke me up to this morning. And I'm going to give the vision he woke me up to. It was a vision of my grandmother right before she passed. And everybody was flying in or driving in, going back home to say their final goodbyes to the 103-year-old Lucetta Grant Holloway. And family, I was always close to my grandmother, very close to her. When I was out there doing my mess, I would always come back home to my hometown and go holler at her and just talk to her. And she knew I was in my mess, but she never brought it up. Never. She would always say, put your hand in the good Lord's hand and he'll lead you straight. Or he won't let you down, something like that. And she was right. But she never got on me about what I was doing. She always pointed me in the right direction, which was to him. Of course, she asked about this or that. How was the job coming? Because I already had a fallback job. Now I always had a plan A. And I always sold dope on the side. But they all knew what was going on with me. But at the end of her life, family, she was ready to go. But I was praying about that thing, and the Most High was reminding me today that she stuck around so she could make sure to leave an imprint on our family. To try her best to sow some good seeds in our family that would bring forth some good fruit. And I understand that today as he showed me this vision. I was looking and I was reminded when we went to the hospital, and I looked on the bed, and folks was they weren't real close to my grandmother at the time. They was like on the side of the bed. One was at like her foot, and they was all just talking. Then when I got there, it's like everybody started trying to get closer to her. Oh boy. Trying to get room all close to her, right beside her on one arm and one on the other arm. I was like, oh boy, look at this. And of course, me being me, I went on right over there and gave both of them hugs and kisses. And got on close to my grandma and gave her a hug and kiss, and they moved out the way. One of them moved out the way because I was on her side. And then the whole room cleared. One of them made a comment, was like, "Oh, I see, you want to spend some time with your grandma by yourself, huh?" I didn't say nothing. It wasn't like I was demanding that, but it was nice. It would have been nice. And they all left, and I just sat there with her and talked to her about what I wanted to do and what I wanted her to see me do before she left. You know, still hoping I can pardon me, family. Still wanted to prove to her that I had changed and I was doing better, and I was heading in the right direction. And she was in agreement with me, like, okay, buddy. But I knew and she knew that she was tired, and she had done all she could. Forgive me, family. But the Most High, as I was there, him reminding me of this scene. The next thing I saw was her funeral, and just like I'm doing now, I was weeping, family. I wept, and I never cried like that my whole life, because it was a part of me that was leaving, and a part of me that understood who I was my whole life. And never in her whole time that I knew her judged me to be evil, even though I was doing evil. But she was always the one to say, "Well, bye, buddy," and then give me some good advice. But I can hear her voice so many times right now. But let me get myself together, family. I do apologize, but the vision was pointing out the fact that all of that showing out in the hospital, when it came time to the funeral, people were more or less trying to show their wares, trying to be pretty. Really didn't have no concern about my grandma. And I know people grieve in their own way, but this is just something the Most High was showing me. And it showed later on in life. And I'm not trying to call nobody out. I'm not going to say any names, but I noticed these things. And the reason she was staying around, she was steady preaching. Do this, do that, do this, do that, do what's right, do what's right, do what's right, do what's right, do this, do this, do this. Always pointing to the right direction. And I think what the Most High was telling me more than anything else, folks weren't really picking up on her teachings. They was acting as if they were. Acting as if she was their favorite. But it was for the reason why she was their favorite. It was because of just saying, I'm her favorite. Not because you were her favorite. Because you did what she said, like the text says, if you love me, keep my commandments. You just wanted to be able to say, I'm her favorite grandchild, or I'm her favorite child. But she like, I don't have no favorites. My favorites are the ones that come back and say, I did what you told me to do and it worked out. Just like with my pop. I told him a couple of years ago, I said, Pop, when you told me such and such, I did it and it worked out just like you said it would. And then I told my son, then he came back and told me the same thing. I said, Pop, that's full circle. I said, praise the Most High, that is full circle. And the Most High was showing me something in that also. But the idea today is having a form, but denying the power. Having a form, but denying the power. You have the grand example right there in front of you, but you refuse to do what they did so you can get what they had or have. I'm speaking of as far as my grandmother, because she lived a
exemplary,
a grand life. She lived a simple but beautiful life, and she was the example everyone would want to follow. And nobody's perfect, mind you, but I say that from the few years I had with her. I imagine 30 some odd years. Hallelujah. But the greatest example we have is Yahushua Mashiach. He's the one the Most High sent for us to follow. To be like him. Like the text says, to be, he was the first of many sons and daughters. But let's read the script. And it's there in 2 Timothy 3:1-4. But mark this, pay attention to this. There will be terrible times in the last days. In these days, people will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boastful, proud, abusive, disobedient to their parents. What we're talking about. Ungrateful, unholy, without love, unforgiving, slanderous, without self-control, brutal, not lovers of the good, treacherous, rash, conceited, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of the Most High, having a form of godliness or righteousness or holiness, but denying the power thereof. From such turn away. So we're saying turn away from them folks, huh? For of this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women laden with sin, led away with divers lusts, ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth. Just as Jannes and Jambres opposed Moses, so also these teachers oppose the truth. These teachers that's teaching these silly women and silly men. There are men of deprived minds or depraved minds, who as far as the belief is concerned or faith is concerned are rejected. But they would not get very far, because in the case of those men, their folly will be clear to everyone. And we see it these days. We see folks stepping down. We see folks being taken down because of their folly. But we see there in James 1:22, it says, be doers of the word and not hearers only, deceiving yourselves. And another version says, do not merely listen to the word, but so deceive yourselves. Do what it says. So in the case of my grandmother, don't act like you all love it doubly with her. All up under her, and she sitting there she knowing the whole time, like, okay. Enjoying the company, of course, because she love us. But at the same time, she's more or less like, won't y'all do what I tell you to do? Then you will quit coming to me with all these headaches and troubles. And myself included. But I wanted to prove to her at that point that I had really changed. And that I was really serious about the Most High, and was really, or the good Lord at that time. And I was really on the right path. He really had me on the right path, the righteous path at that time. never got to see me where I'm at now today, but I know that she had a huge part of it. She was the first one to point me to talking to the Most High. And it's amazing how you come full circle and the Most High is able to teach you through something like he showed me today. God was just as plain as that. I was just laying there because I told him I'm gonna just rest and lay in your presence today on the most part of the day. And I was just praising him and looked up and there I was in the hospital room, coming in the hospital room just like I came in there when I did. But the whole point is it's just like the Most High. He's not going anywhere. He's not leaving. He's staying right here with us, and he's really wanting us to do the right thing. He's hoping that what he's saying and how he's teaching us and sharing us this word, we would apply it. But a lot of times we won't. We end up like these other folks. And let me give this definition real quick. And form means the visible shape or configuration of something. The form, color, or texture of the tree. And I like that sentence because just like the text says, you judge a tree by its fruit. Not how it looks. Just like Yahusha went to pull a fig off a fig tree and it had no figs on it. Yet it had a bunch of leaves. So he cursed it. He said, you ain't gonna act right. Let me gonna put you out your misery and other people's misery, so they won't be looking just like I was, excited, thinking there was something on the limbs, but nothing on the limbs. Praise the highest, family. So just like the final script we just read, family, we need to really concentrate on being doers of the Most High's word and not hearers only, deceiving ourselves. We want to say we don't have to follow the Most High's commands. We don't have to do this or that, the other. But what is holiness? What is set apart? How do you show yourself set apart if you don't do what he tell you to do? You're basically saying Yahusha did it, so I don't have to. But it shows up in the wash, just like the text says about Jannes, and Jambres, how they opposed Moses. They had to go. Now, family, we do love you and appreciate you so much. I just wanted to share that idea. Don't have just a form, but deny the power. See, you're imitating the truth, the righteousness, but you're denying yourself of the true change that's going to show up when you walk it out. Family, we love you so much. Do stay up and keep pushing forward in the right direction. Shalom.